1, a positive mental attitude. Observe that it heads the list. And second, sound physical health. And third, harmony in human relations. And fourth, freedom from fear. And fifth, the hope of future achievement. And sixth, the capacity for applied faith. And seven, willingness to share one's blessings with others. 8, to be engaged in the labor of love. 9, an open mind on all subjects toward all people. 10, complete self-discipline. 11, wisdom with which to understand people. And 12, financial security. Observe, if you will, with great benefit, the fact that money comes at the end of the list of the 12 things that make men rich. The fact that money comes at the end of the list of the 12 things that make men rich.
I'm reading I got a...
Oh, Outwitting the Devil. Yes, I'm picking that one up. I'm going to getting it on CD and DVD.
Okay, good. All right, Vincent, we are just coming together on Money Making Monday and share opportunities that other people are doing, you know, whether it's my video talk, whether it's 10, or whether it's something else that they're doing that they would like to share with everyone else. This is being recorded, so people can take a look at it. As people come in, they can review it. So we appreciate you being on the call today, and perhaps you can come back again once we get things better working so that Clayton can be able to show his video, or you can show Clayton's video. All right, so we know that you're up there in Long Island. The two of you are working together and you're doing some great things up there. We hear about it every now and then. So I'm going to turn it over to you so you can share with people what you're doing and how perhaps they can possibly do the same thing. Vincent Thomas of Long Island, New York, and Clayton Hudson, and Sabrina back from Brooklyn. Thank you.
All right, John, as I stated before, I was going to go over a little bit about me, what I do, and as far as my brick and mortar business. I just recently, going about a year now, into the business with a redemption company. It's called All Island Bottles and Cans. We started out just as a dream, and we used to go and do returns by the local grocery stores or beer distributors, and we return all our bottles for the 5-cent returns. And then one of my guys was up in Albany, and he saw this redemption center and the amount of money that it was actually generating as far as with the redemption center. Now, a brick and mortar is great, working for somebody is great, but to have your own business is really awesome, whether it be network marketing or a business such as a redemption center. It takes a lot of, no matter what you do as far as looking for success, it takes a lot of work at it, whether it's a marriage, friendship, business. It does take a lot of work. And this brick and mortar business that I have now is, one moment. Okay. You there? All right, hold on. Okay, so that's Clayton again on the line. So he's back on the line with us. That's why, as I say, it does take a lot of business. So, as I said, it just started out as a thought, and then as things progress, the business is actually running. Now, every state has a different way of returning stuff, but in New York, we're the empire of the world. It's a booming business. It's a $1 billion industry that it hasn't even really been tapped into. As we go, different states have different prices. For instance, New York is 5 cents, Idaho, Hawaii is 10 cents for your return. So every time you bring a bottle in, they'll give you your nickel back, or you'll get your 10 cents depending on what state you're in. Now with me, with a redemption center, what's the difference between a redemption center and a regular store? A redemption center, we take everything, all New York State returns. As a grocery store, they only allowed to take back what they sell. A beer store is only allowed to take back what they sell. Now, I know some states don't have a beer store. You got to go to a package store to buy things, but we have returns on them. Some states only do aluminum. You have to turn your aluminum in for weight. But here in New York, you get the 5 cent. From there, with me, there's always a back end on it. If you would like to know a little bit more about that, you can always contact me at the end of the call. I'll give my my information as far as the back end part, where you actually are making the money, but you do how much you're actually going to be making. But what I do is I deal with a lot of churches, different organizations, banks. I have like 2 or 3 guys that actually go out and collect bottles in the parks, and it's actually doing great. Actually in Brooklyn, where our home office is at over there, for the with Sabrina, right across the street, we have a guy over there, which I go usually once every 2 weeks, and I pick up from him, which he has a club, or I guess it's like a club or a little thing, and he gives me the bottles, the cans and all that, and I give him his money back in return. Schools, I have a lot of schools, because the way I present it is that if you had a cheerleading squad of about 20 cheerleaders and they wanted to go on a group trip to raise money really quick, 20 cheerleaders, you get 5 friends and you ask them. Instead of going there asking them for money, we tell them, listen, you ask your 5 friends, can you somehow fund me 100 cans? That's all it takes. People say, cans, 5 cents, great, I'll pay you 100 cans. They're willing to give you cans before they give you money. So it's a great business. So with that 5 friends, that brings you 500 cans, and with the 20 cheerleaders, that's 10,000 cans, which gives them an amount of $500. As you see, nickels do add up, and it just makes sense. So a little cheerleader, within a weekend, they can collect 10,000 bottles, they made themselves $500, and they're off and running. So this is why a lot of the churches, various organizations, and now I'm going into the political part where now you want to raise funds. So now we're asking different organizations, like for instance, my partner over here, Clayton, his wife is associated with the Chamber of Commerce, and we're trying to do a lot of other good things with this. So these are the things that I'm doing here as far as making my brick and mortar work. And I'm taking it a little bit to a different level, whereas I have the network marketing mentality in my head. So now when I ask other people, I say, great, you have an account, you give your bottles. For every account you give me, I'll give you 5% of their payout. So now, people are like, 5%? Whoa, get out of here. So now it starts to add up, because now they're getting free money. All you got to do is recommend this person, you recommend this person, that person recommends. So now I'm networking my business with other people. And now all I do is sit back, let them bring the bottles in, I give them their money, I get the money back, plus I get my redemption center fee. So that's what I'm doing up here in New York. And I partnered with a great guy, Clayton, which is with his church, and he sees the numbers too, because when I got him the numbers, he was like, oh my Lord. So he likes that, but I'll let him tell you about what he's also doing in his business. So Clayton, I'll take you off of mute, and you can go ahead. So you want to pick up your phone?
Everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes. How you doing? This is Clayton Hudson, and my wife and I, Shirley, we have an online travel business. And if you think about it, if you surveyed over 100 people, 95 to 99% of them would say if they had all the money in the world, what would they do? And they would say they would travel. Now, interestingly enough, travel traveling. And, just a couple of things about travel, because I don't think that you need to explain, because travel is probably one of the most Google words on the internet, the word travel. But when you think about travel, all right, then, if you think about it, after 9/11, all right, then the whole industry of travel changed. Instead of, as Vincent mentioned, he talked about brick and mortar. The travel industry went from brick and mortar to click and order. So when you think about travel, everyone goes to the internet. And if you think about it, they'll go to, and I'll just mention two things. If you talk about an Expedia or a Travelocity, you know exactly what I'm saying. So what we have an online business where you can do the same thing as an Expedia or a Travelocity, because all internet-based travel, all right, then draws from the same inventory of travel business. So what we have is, as I said, we have internet travel. But what we also provide, which you do not have, is not only can you go online to see all of the values that we have, but you also have you can get the, as they would say, the white glove treatment, because you have someone you can talk to. Because what we do is that we meet with people. We have the ability to work with all different types of groups, group travel, group cruises, all that sort of thing. And we have the ability, we have the ability to do that. We also have the ability to franchise our travel. So therefore, others can enjoy this type of travel. Everyone wants to travel for pennies on the dollar. We have the ability. We travel with pennies on the dollar, and we show others they can save money on their travel, how they can make money on their travel, and how they can sometimes, depending upon their travel, all right, because as you know, as a home-based, as those who have one, a home-based business is one of the greatest tax incentives for anyone. So therefore, what we provide is the travel service, and this is what we have. So this is our business. My wife and I, we're partnering with Vincent because we see the value of being able to show what we can do. You can reach us. We have a number. We have a home office, as we like to say, which is 631-924-6036, and our website is www.searchworldglobal.com. So this is basically for our first time. This is what we do. And thank you.
Okay, great, Clayton. Thank you for all that information. Now, Clayton, when he says we partnered, is because what we did was I saw that my video talk is a great tool for him. And I met him at a Chamber of Commerce meeting, and as anybody has ever been to one, if you have not been to one, I think you should go to one. But once you're there, they ask you to state your name, what do you do? And I told them what I did with my video talk, and that clicks in their head. I tell them I broadcast live. That's the first thing I always say, is I'm able to broadcast live instantly. And they wanted to know what that was about, and I wanted to know what the travel was about. And to talk a little bit more about Clayton, I listened to what he was saying, and I said, wow, this is a great thing. And my wife, I knew she always, she works a regular job, 9 to 5. She works for the government, and she's always saying there's got to be something better than this. There's got to be something better than this. And I used to say, hello, my video talk. That's what I'm doing. But she was never into this with me with my video talk. But soon when I saw the travel, because we love to travel, so I sat her down, and with network marketing, you sit them down in a chair, and that's all you got to do. So I sat her down in the chair in his house. She saw it. She fell in love with it. She wants to be in that business. I'm like, are you kidding me? You're going in there, and I have this. But that was okay. That was great. Because Clayton saw the power of my video talk. He knew what it was about. Now he has the capabilities because he sees it, and he's going to be with my video talk too. And he's going to be able to now, when he's meeting with a client, when they go home, automatically he shoots them out a video email showing them a destination in Jamaica or Aruba or Cancun or Barbados or wherever they may want to go, London, wherever, showing them that, telling them click my banner up at the top, it'll take you to my website, and then click my picture on the right, because if you want to join our team, it'll bring you to our website. So now we have this combined effort here that we're doing, and that's what it is. So, John, I appreciate you having us on.
Wait a minute.
Is there any questions that you would like to ask?
Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear
And you
me?
might have to turn your mic up a little bit.
Can you hear me? You
Can you hear me
mentioned
now?
that your wife was starting a travel agency. How easy is that to start?
Well, it was easier giving them the credit card and starting it up. Well, actually, no, not that easy. It's actually, you're literally a travel agent before you're a network marketer. So you're going to actually be a travel agent. You're going to be a person where you have family and friends that want to travel now, and she's able to book them their travel. She gets the percentage just like a regular travel agent. She gets great discounts, which when she travels, we get kickbacks from that. So, but now you have the opportunity when you tell somebody, they say, wow, how come you're always on a vacation? Well, check this out. And you could also network market that. So that's what I find great for her to do, because this is something that she wanted. I knew in my head that this would be a great fit for her. For me personally, all I want to do is sit back and travel and use my video talk to pay for it as we go. But it's very simple to start up. It's not that hard. If you really, really want to know a little bit more about the pay structure or anything as far as that, I suggest you get back with Clayton or my wife. They're both the team, so it doesn't really matter. But Clayton's on, so you will get back with him with his information that he has given you.
Okay, is that correct? That's his phone number and that's the website? Clayton?
Yes, that's his phone. Is that your phone number, Clayton? Searchworldglobal.com, John.
All right, got it. It's right there. I just got to put the .com on there. All right, well, getting back to your can business. I don't know what else to call it. Your recycling business. Is there any competition?
Right now, there is no competition in where I'm at in Long Island. There's really no competition in Brooklyn. There is so many people. Brooklyn, I believe, has about 4 redemption centers, and these guys, they're on a level that I'm not even there, because they have, Sabrina could probably tell you, you turn around everywhere, you see guys walking down the street, carts, and they're full up, and you're like, where the heck are these guys going? They're going to return that bottles, because literally a guy on the street can make off the books about $200, $250 a day, cash, untraceable, and now the government is trying to figure out how they're going to get those people, claim that money. Because you had some people one time go on TV where, I'm trying to remember the name, but you can Google it or YouTube it. But there was a lady that was, her husband left her. I believe her husband passed away. Her house got foreclosed on. She was literally living on the streets, And she literally, I believe she took a can to the store, she got 10 cents. She says, wow, if I take a little bit more, I can get a little bit more. Now she has a mansion, and she was on TV bragging about this, and the government came right after her and started taxing her. But this is untapped money, and it's tax-free money at that, if you know what you're doing. My business, at a certain amount of money, so if you come to me, anything over $200 at a time, I actually have to get your ID number, your ID, write your name down, because I'm not supposed to give out over $200 or a day to one person. Then that's where I can report it to the IRS, because when they look at my books, and they're gonna say, well, who did you give this $200 to? And I have to have a name with that, because they'll look for that person. So the best thing to do is stay under $200, and you're scot-free. So you can go as many times as you want a day, but you can't do it at one bundle. And these guys are making tons and tons of money. No, there's no competition. There is enough bottles. It's unbelievable. If you go to my site, www.allislandbottlesandcans, it'll tell you exactly about how much, literally, a household throws away literally about $500 a year in just bottles. They just throw them away. And if you ever seen that commercial, I believe it's a Geico commercial where a guy's riding down the street with a motorcycle and money's just going away. That's literally what you're doing when you're throwing it away. And it's just not recyclable 5 cents. In New York, everything you can put your hands on, it's worth money as far as recycling. Metal, aluminum, copper, these guys, batteries, that's where we're going to start branching off to. But this is an untapped market. It's great. No competition right now. And they're going to be raising our price in New York from 5 cents to 10 cents. So you could just imagine what that's going to happen with the business now.
Okay, so how would you suggest someone would get started? And I understand this is only going to be in New York or wherever they have a deposit on the cans and the bottles, but how would you suggest someone get started in this? Just go out and collect cans and bottles?
How would someone what? Say that again, John?
How would a person get started in this? Would they just go around collecting cans and bottles?
Well, if you just want to go and collect, well, depending on your state, find out what your state requires. Like, for instance, New York is 5 cents. I believe Baltimore, Maryland, you guys do have a 5 cent there, but I don't think it's implemented yet. I'm not sure. I'm not there, but you would actually have to see. But if you just want to go around just to collect the money just for yourself, yes, we literally have guys. It's just on recycle day. People that throw out their recycles, their trash, they go pick them up and they put them in their trailers. They're getting carts, they're getting trucks and throwing them in there. If you want to start your own business where now they're bringing them to you, first thing is to contact the DEC, Department of Environmental Control, and then from there they would tell you, in your state, they would tell you what requirements it's going to take to start a business. Here in New York, the first thing you have to do is have a corporation. That's the first thing, and then you're going to have a building. Before you can even do anything, bring bottles in, you have to spend the money coming out. You have to get your license. Redemption license number is free. That's free. That's great. But you have to get a corporation, the bank account, and a brick and mortar building. Once you establish that, and you have to go to your local town and ask your town so that they can send a letter to the DEC stating that there is no restrictions on where that building is located, that there's no restrictions, because here in New York, like I said, every state is different, but here in New York, we are zoned, and certain things may be an auto place, a restaurant area, but where we need to be, you need to be zoned where it's not a lot of public. It's in an industrial area. That's the word I was looking for, an industrial area. Once you get that, the letter, your corporation, your brick and mortar building with with your contract signed and everything, then you turn that into the DEC, and in turn they'll send you back a letter with a redemption number, and then that's when you can start your business, and you start contacting the distributors saying, I'm now a licensed redemption center, what do I have to do now? And they'll probably just tell you the fax over your redemption letter. They'll come look at your facilities to make sure your facilities is up to par, and then start sending them the bottles or collecting the bottles and the cans and the plastic and call them up, and then they come pick it up. You don't have to bring it to them. They come to you. They provide you with the boxes. They provide you with the plastic. So to put everything in. And it does take a lot of work, believe me. It's not an easy job. It's not a job if you like to go to work in a suit. It's a very dirty job. I'm allergic to bees, and this is the time of the year where the bees are out, and they like to hang around the dirty cans. So you have to be cautious of what you do. So a lot of people see the cans coming in, and where I work in a Latino area, so they tell me, Poppy, you making a lot of money. Yeah, well, don't worry about my money. You got to look at what I'm doing. It's not that easy. I'm there from sunup to sundown. I'm just getting back in. I just got in time for this show, and I was there since 7 o'clock this morning. So,
Okay.
did I answer your question?
Yeah, yes, you did. You know, so maybe it would be better for a person to work with you, like especially up in New York. Just bring you the cans, or bring the cans to people up there, rather than try to set up their own facility and go through all that hassle. Because you're going to pay them 5 cents, correct?
Yes, I am. And every time they bring me a new client, I'm going to give them 5%.
Right. So, but you're going to give them 5 cents for every can, bottle, whatever it is, and then when it goes to 10 cents, you're going to give them 10 cents. Redemption centers. Redemption centers pay 5 cents.
Everybody pays 5 cents. Everyone pays 5 cents. Wherever you're taking it to redeem that place at, you pay 5 cents. Now, we do have a lot. There is, okay, when you say competition, there is a competition a little bit. Maybe in Brooklyn, because Brooklyn is really booming with that. So I think it's like 4 redemption centers. We actually have one place that will pay you 6 cents, but you have to have it in the box, and you got to have them baggaged the right way, and they will pay you the 6 cents, because now you're doing the work for them. So they're taking a little bit out of their pocket to make life a little easier. But if you're not boxing them, you're not good, they're only going to give you by law 5 cents. You can't give them 4 cents, you can't give them 3 cents unless, you're working something out with them. But if somebody comes to you and say, I want my 5 cents, you have to give them the 5 cents for that bottle.
Now, did you go to businesses, the churches, the restaurants, and ask them if you could pick the bottles and cans up?
Yes, I did. My bag is upstairs, but I'm going to be posting a flyer on my website, and what I do is I hand out my flyers, and it specifically offer for your church, for your business, and I have a gold, a bronze, and a silver package, whereas the gold is the #1 package which a lot of people tend to want to use. That's the package. It's our flagship thing. It's a no-touch redemption thing where what you do is put them in the bag. I come get them. I do all the work. I sort them out and everything, and that I give you back 80% of what I collect from you. Then we have the bronze where you're going to separate the bottles, you're going to separate the cans, and you're going to separate the plastic. All right, and I'll come get it, and I'll give you back 90%. Now we have the silver. You come to me, you bring it to me, you drop them off, you get your full nickel.
Sabrina? Sabrina?
Vincent. Yeah, I was just wondering what's considered plastic. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
What's
Yes, we
considered?
can. Okay, consider plastic would be your water bottles, your Coca-Cola, the soda bottles, the Coke. That type of plastic is what we're talking about, the water bottles and stuff like that. Now, we don't take back milk containers. Like I said, it has to be a New York State 5-cent return on it.
That answer your question?
And like cardboard, like just regular boxes or like
No
what kind of
cardboard. What I said, the boxes is when you go to the store and you buy a case of soda or in the cans, they come in the boxes, or you get a case of beer. You wouldn't know about that, Sabrina. You're too young to drink that. So with a case of beer, the case that it comes in, if you bring them back in the case, because that's how we turn them back to the distributors. We have to put them back in the cartons and stuff like that. So that's the way. But the cardboard, we don't recycle the cardboard. I don't do that. Now, when it goes back to the distributor, because it is a recycling plant, what they do in turn is they take the bottles, they crush them up, they do whatever, they ship them overseas. The boxes, they recycle those boxes. If it's worn, they ship them out, recycle that. But if they're in good condition, they flatten them out and they give them back out to the redemption centers to reopen them, pack them back up, and do it all over again. The plastic, same thing. They go through a machine, they crush it up, they shred it, they send it overseas somewhere. I'm not too sure where they send it, but they send it overseas. That's where the recycling plants are really made at. And I think the United States is starting to get into that. They want to take it from overseas and bring it here. There is untapped, like I said, there's an untapped market where nowadays, if you go to Home Depot, you can literally get these nice patio rubber bricks, rubber patio things, and it's made from recycled tires, recycled plastic, and you would never know about that it was a tire. If you watch a couple of if people now start to be conscious and start watching like the History Channel and stuff like that, where they tell you about the recycling. And on my site, you'll be able to see that too. We're not yet. We're putting all of that information on there as we grow about recycling plants and the things that people just take for granted. Like now with the water, you can literally, the way they have these plants, if you see the sewer water or whatever, and they go through all this filtration, and then all of a sudden you see clear drinking water, you I ain't drinking that. But believe it or not, that's what you're drinking anyway. So I'm sorry if I put it that way, but you gotta know, natural water, they come from the rocks and stuff, animals are in it, so it has to go through some cycling or process, etc. So don't stop drinking water now, right? Also, my partner, Clayton, he wanted to say something, so if you don't mind, can he come back on for a second?
That's better, right?
It's better, yes.
Hey, I'm getting used to this now. All right. In terms of recycling, in terms of Vincent, for organizations, it's an excellent money-raising idea. We're using it, and I think that the reason why it's so excellent is because it's revenue neutral. It doesn't cost the organization anything but their time. It doesn't cost them any money. And depending upon the kind of organization, it allows everyone to be involved in it, regardless of their economic status. Everyone can contribute. I think that what we saw so great about it in our church, we are in the middle of a building fund campaign, and it is allowing everyone, as I So therefore, I found that it's excellent in terms of an organization and in terms of doing, because everyone can know. And when you sit and look at the structure and how the money can be made, it makes an excellent, I call it in a sense, a passive program, because it can be ongoing. And that's all I wanted to add to it, because that's when I saw it, I immediately saw where it could take us. I just wanted to add that.
Thank you, Clayton. Now, also, to add to that, was a young lady at my church. Her daughter was at a daycare. Her daughter goes to a daycare center, and she said, Vincent, they have a little bin outside of the daycare center, and it's where people walk in, says, please bring your recyclables in. So she said, you need to get over there and talk to them. I said, okay, no problem. I'll get over there and I'll talk to them. So she said, but before you go, let me let the lady know. And she says, well, how much does this cost to start up? And I told her, it literally doesn't cost you a nickel. You get it?
Yeah.
5-cent return.
Yeah, I got it. I got it, Vincent.
It doesn't cost you a nickel, and it just brings in people. Just like I said, I saw it where it's because you do have redemption centers that's looking to make tons and tons of money. I'm not looking to do all of that. I'm looking to be successful in my business, but I'm looking to help others. And if you continue to help others, you'll be able to help yourself. And I'm not out to do all this elaborate stuff. I want to deal with churches, small organizations. I don't like people walking in the doors. I don't need that. There's enough bottles and everything to go around. I don't need the aggravation of having people in the carts. And if you haven't come up to New York to see these guys at the beer store, at Stop and Shop, there's long lines and the aggravation. I don't need that in my facility, because one, that also opens the door for people to want to see that you're doing well. Now they want to come in and try to take something from you. You know, in New York, you just have it that way. So I deal with the churches, deal with small organizations, and it's making me happy, and I'm making them happy. And that's all, at the end of the day, I believe the Lord wants me to do. So, any more questions for me, Mr. John Banks Jr.?
No, sir, Mr. Vincent Thomas Sr. That was quite excellent. I really appreciate it. Sabrina, did you have any more questions? Questions?
No questions? Well, I just want to make this comment.
I know you, Vince. So if I got a question, I'll call you.
Right.
Oh.
I'm still loving the hairdo, Sabrina. You're awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe Mr.
Oh, Sabrina, great call this morning.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. It was a little on the spot.
Yeah.
And I did send out my condolences for messing up their name, John. So thank you for catching that.
Yeah, I saw that. You didn't have to do that. I mean, no one probably paid any attention but me.
Oh, you didn't have to give me a shout out either. You know, y'all didn't have to say my name. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
That's not how it went, you know? That's not how it went. I figured that maybe they contacted you and you said you wouldn't be able to make it onto the call, so I really didn't understand.
Okay.
You don't have to.
All right. Well, listen. If that's going to be it, I'm actually got to run over to Mr. Clayton's house now. I have to take care of some personal business over there. But you did put his name there. And did you put my website down there for you, John? It's www.allisbottlesandcans.com. I'm going to shorten that URL very soon, but right now is that long URL or domain name. Or I can put it in if you want.
Please.
Yes, there was a need to explain to Mr. V. So John, can you explain to Clayton a little bit about my video talk? I don't want to put you on the spot, John, but can you let him know how you're using these tools for your business? So, if you don't mind, if you could take like 2 minutes and explain it to Clayton?
Sure. I broadcast on Sunday, Thursday, and whenever we go to, our church goes out to do services at different places, if they have Wi-Fi, I'll do a live broadcast from the location of the services. And I show other people how to do that. I'm teaching people how to use the camera. I use the video email to send out messages. Matter of fact, I've just posted a video email for a crab feast that's coming up in October, I believe. I was helping someone in the church set up their PayPal account so they could actually take tickets directly from the video email. They can sell tickets, rather. So the person can go there, they can see a video from the last year's crab feast, they can read some information about the crab feast, and then they can order their tickets directly from PayPal from the links that are right there on the page. I use the video channel for the 10 products. I've got a video channel with the 10 products set up, and people can order the 10 products directly from the video channel. You know, if you like, I can, are you on Facebook, Clayton? If you're on Facebook, I can pass it to you, send you information, or I can give it to Vincent and he can pass it along to you if you want to take a look at it and see the wondrous things I'm doing with my video talk. How was that?
That was good. Well, he'll be he'll be on the site soon once he's taken care of. We'll put him on the MVT site. We'll go from there with him. We'll connect them on there with that, letting them see, you know, how everybody's utilizing the tools. And he's already sees the vision of how these tools are going to work for him, because what we were thinking is with his vacation package to use the $14.99 one to give people the video email and the video channel so they can go ahead and utilize that so they can post their vacations and their videos on that channel. But you're going to be selling it for the 12 month. So you're going to have that paid for the whole 12 months. So they believe they're going to be getting something, but they're actually, you know, paying for it.
So you're saying that he's going to actually rent space to people on his video channel to post their videos of their vacations?
Yes. Well, no. Yes and no. With this show, you're going to be able to do that. But with the video channel, okay, I see it, John. All they got is the $44.95, which gives them all of that.
Right. And you're welcome to come back and do it again when things are working a lot better. Maybe you show that video you were saying you wanted to show. I was looking forward to seeing whatever it was. Did you hear me?
Talking to me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I didn't hear you.
Okay, I was saying that I was hoping that once we get things better situated, you can come back and show that video you were talking about.
Oh, yes. The video on Clayton's end. Yes, absolutely.
And Sabrina, I know you want to come back. Sabrina wants to come back and do another show, right? Okay. All right, well, I appreciate everybody coming on board and helping out with this project. So everyone,
come back and share. This is.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So good night, guys. Everybody, have a good night. Clayton,
Okay.
take care. Vincent, good night. Mr. Banks, thanks again.
All right. Thank you. Be blessed.
You got a big delay on your end, Sabrina.
What's so funny? I don't understand. Huh? What did you say?
Your delay.
Vincent got jokes.
No, you got a delay.
Oh, I thought you said I had a date.
No. No. It's the delay because when we're speaking, everybody else can hear it and it takes you a couple of seconds to catch on.
Okay. I know.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So good night again, guys. I know.
Good night. Thank you.
The delay is weird. So take care.
Peace and hair grease.
Be blessed. Thank you.